lots of fun and games with updates. So what will be starting in a minute. They're all clones anyway. Well, they're not clones, are they? They're all different. Arena's got a dwarf number 2. She should be able to name accordingly. Granny Redbeard. I drag Granny Redbeard from there to there, and then I put Granny Redbeard back on there. Okay.
A lot better than it used to be. It was like when they say don't update right before the game, it's because GMs would update right before the game and their maps would be completely nerfed.
Okay, so Dondred has got dwarf number 4. He hasn't renamed it yet. Dwarf number 4 is there. I can delete dwarf number 4. Wait for Dondred to rename him to Beardy Slowpoke. Drag him back on and drag him from. Oh, the shortcut vanished. He was there. Oops, no, that's the wrong thing to drag back on. So then I drag Beardy Slowpoke back and pop him there. Okay. Tavis's one is dead. That means that Bert's meant to have dwarf 5 and Jelsa's meant to have dwarf number 3. Jelsa's meant to have dwarf number 3. If she wants to give it a name, she needs a name.
I've just been calling him the little dwarf, so Jelsa don't name things. They are what they are. He's a little dwarf.
He's not dwarf number 3 then. That's fine. And then on Bert, it's the last dwarf, which is dwarf 5.
Stuff for Stumblefoot. That was like.
Bert's dwarf number 5 is there, looking at the body of his friend who got burnt to a crisp. And put him there. I think we're ready to rock and roll. Hello, everybody. Let's get on. Let's get the show fixed. Okay, previously on, I seem to recall that you had some with dragons and snake ladies.
Oh, no, we didn't. I didn't have any problems with them.
They were friendly. Problems, I said fun.
Oh, fun. Aye. All right.
And then we think of things. Oh, has anyone else seen all the fancy new artistry capabilities in test mode?
Nope.
A dynamic filling, everything's editable. Painting layers, all the objects you put on the painting layer, you can now edit and move them after you've put them on. And
that's nice. That's been nice.
When you're doing a dungeon, you pick a floor texture, you pick a wall texture, you drag out squares or circles, and then if you leave it in, if you set it to merge mode and drag another square or circle over the square or circle you've already done, the two are merged together to create multiple polygoned objects, and you literally just draw rectangles out, and that's your whole dungeon drawn quite quickly. And then you press a button and it does line of sight for it all.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Because
I normally, if I add a paint layer, I have to do it. Sorry, if I add anything that's painted, I do a separate layer for each individual object I just painted.
Right. I think everyone's here. I've reset you.
Just so I can edit it.
Let's get this show on the road. Oh, I know why. It does help to actually put him in there.
That would help.
It would help indeed. It says it's playing the sounds. There you go.
I hear dragons.
Indeed.
You're face to face with two of them, and you got a friendly one behind you, so that might be why.
There we go. Right, new round it is. Combat round number 10. And Arena gets to go first.
Oh, cool. Okay, can I pop over the dragon with me?
Introduction. The caves have high ceilings, averaging 20 feet in tunnel, while in caverns up to 40 feet. So in theory, yes.
Excellent. Let's take on the.
Okay, so you basically flap your wings, don't climb up into the air, fly over the top and land again.
Yes. And then I shall attack these things.
Arena needs the SWAT effect putting on them.
I think she
Well,
gets
mate.
SWAT at her age.
Well, in the effect, it says ignore up to 4 points of scale penalties when attacking, but it doesn't have the actual effect.
It does indeed, so that's a typo. It doesn't actually say the word SWAT. You see, because I look out for the word SWAT. The word SWAT tells me that.
Yeah. Also, there should be an attack attack -1 because they've got dodge and a ranged -2 because they've got dodge or cover +2.
Dodge is covered.
Yeah.
I think you can do that.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know if it works. Someone saying.
I can't remember which colour dragon I am at the moment.
you are a gold one,
Thank you.
which means you can either do a fire breath or a lower plate breath, or you can
Yeah.
just hit things.
The dollar dodge doesn't work.
I'm just gonna look what regular attack I've got that aren't correctly.
Strength plus D6 AP2 claw,
That's the one. Thank you. Found it.
and you've got frenzy.
Oh, that attack.
Dodge doesn't work. Dodge shouldn't work against melee attacks anyway. It only works against ranged attacks.
I haven't even them yet.
You can tell I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'll use that one for now. Right.
Whoa.
Miss, and you miss.
Fair enough. I'll write a proper attack by next time. Go on.
Okay, what's Amber going to do? Wait.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Maybe try and encourage my dwarf to hurry up. Would you be so kind to my dwarf so I can do this attack?
He's on your couch sheet.
Alright. I know where he is. I'll write the attack.
Runny Redbeard. We'll have to run if you want to make a dwarf move 7 inches, you know.
And there.
Oh, you got your 7, I'll accept that.
Amber's gonna just look after the dwarf.
Okey-dokey.
The Nick gets too
Brings
slow.
us- That brings us to Derek, who is remaining shaken. Derek doesn't want to remain shaken. Derek's going to spend a penny to recover from being shaken. Derek is then going to basically swing desperately through the gap in the thing, trying to hit Jelsa, even though he can't really see her too well. I think he got lucky. I'm afraid he got lucky. A lucky desperate swing connects with Jelsa. She go right in the midriff. Ah, no, see, I was wrong. I was mistaken there. Jelsa's no miss talent. She ducks and dodges and weaves and evades the attack. I was completely mistaken there. He never actually. And now he gets a vigor roll at -2. Blindness. Vigor is there. He is no longer blind. Rannick.
Right, with the dragon having just been healed and resurrected in front of him, Rannick hefts Wormsdoom, looks over at the Lamaya that healed the dragon and says, "Don't be worried, Snaky Lady. I can do this all day." And having got a better grip on his sword, has another go at a Contrador.
Well, we know what you have to do with a drag when you're using Dragon's Bane against a dragon. So hold that quick. Roll that snake eyes.
No.
Damn you.
That's better. Right. He's not vulnerable at the moment, is he? No.
You shaken.
Oh, that'll do for now.
Okay. So, Zalsar is not very happy right now. You did swipe both of them, so she is just going to bring that one up. Let's try that again, shall we? It's better. Doesn't get the raise, that's one wound healed. Saval is remaining shaken. Right, that's depending on that. Healing is free. Oops, just going to go back. Healing is free power point. Maybe she's going to free power point. Okay, in the meantime, I made a mistake. I forgot when I clicked these ones to take forever and a day to open. I don't know what it is, but these NPCs they forever to open on Combat Dragon now. I can't do it. I made a mistake. Talk about it. Yeah. The UL pack. It looks really good. The video. What's his face? Joshua's video on Saturday shows it off. It's a bit confusing how it all works, trying it out. It didn't help that I was running it on a virtual machine, so it was already slow. Okay, back to where we are at the moment. So that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I am going to have protection on this one. One PowerPoint. I'll fit up. With additional recipients in 9 points. Actually, there's not much else. There's not much point in doing anything else. So for one whole PowerPoint, she's going to attempt to cast protection upon herself. I'm crying out loud. Oh, what is going on with my dice today?
Ours are doing fine, so let's not change them.
Okay, so that failed. So it was one PowerPoint down to roll spell, and now it brings us.
It's okay. I failed to hit you, so it's all easy.
Hello, Mr.
But
Closer.
Burst also needs a SWAT effect on him.
Yes, the word SWAT seems to be missing. Oh no, that's already got a SWAT effect. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, it's at the top, not the bottom. Yeah.
I haven't heard Bert say it. It's
No.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you.
There it is. Okay. Wow.
we just
Okay.
like Oregon,
Bert.
that's all.
Bert is going to take 2 actions. He's going to start by sweeping this one right here in front of him.
Okay. Hang on. That means he'll hit Schnurps.
Or not sweep, swat. Our
Sorry,
friends.
yeah.
Friends.
Yeah. Sorry, I got concerned there for a second. Yeah. I'm afraid their trademark weapon ransom training means he very definitely buries those vicious claws.
Only barely. I think I'm going to go ahead and Benny there. Just drop it there. No, it's not going to be your friends.
Oh, I don't know, you got the raise on that one. That's probably going to be a hit. That's a hit.
Yeah, but it didn't give me my frenzy attack, so let's just do the 1 damage and see what happens. Wow, let's Benny that too.
But Spenny's gone.
Wow.
That's quite unfortunate. I hope I sound sincere now. We'll strike.
Okay, fine. In that case, I'll take my second attack and frenzy him again. Not gonna get it. Okay, never mind.
Not really good though.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
No, but literally the dragon going wild and the trolls carrying everything looked so cool. Schnooks.
Okay, Snooks is gonna go ahead and make his frenzied attack. And miss horribly.
Schnooks has 5 pennies. Reset it, so he's left even.
You need to change your dice, Bert.
I need to do something. I'm going to go ahead and spend one of those bennies just to see what we can get to have happen and get the exact same thing again. Okay, that's it for Snooks too.
Yeah, there is. I know we talked about it before. There is some Forge extension to let they change their dice. The command you type it, I think it rolls a couple of hundred dice. But the theory is it advances the random number generator on enough to eventually make the dice rolls better. But anyway, dwarf number 5.
Dwarf number 5. Oi, we ran all this way to have a bunch of dragons about. I don't think so. And he's going to step over here and try and find some cover.
Okie dokie. By the way, dwarf number 5 is on your character sheet, and I think if you rename him, he should rename on there. I'm not sure. That's what we're trying these things out. Okay. Okay. So, Incontrador is up next. He is.
He was shaken.
No, he wasn't.
He was, because I shook him. The rest you soaked it.
You attacked the other one person. Oh no, you told me to be Constador. I must have accidentally No, he isn't.
All right.
Oh, what? Hang on. Yeah, no. A
Yes, he is.
4-1. Yeah, yes, he is.
No, he's not.
You won't be in a sec. There you go. Okay. He's got. Oh, he got. Okay. Well, I think he's just going to have to play friends. I don't know what it is about this particular fight. The combat track is a very unpleasant one. I might delete it after this fight. But he does get frenzy. Okay, I'm going to have a frenzied attack on Rannick. Missing. Rather annoying. He got a raise, so he shakes off both levels of blindness.
Won't matter, he'll be dead soon.
Here's Jossa.
Well, Jelssa's gonna climb back up in the hole one more time. She's getting a little frustrated because all her best stuff doesn't seem to be helping, and she's figuring the big old dragon can do this, and she pulls out a different wand this time, and she thinks she can reach through and touch. Well, she doesn't have to touch you. Oh, nice, and that's the acid arrow, so that'll leave lingering again.
Lingering damage, acid arrow, isn't it?
And he can't regenerate it either. Oh!
No, she's gonna jump back down out of the hole, and then she's gonna duck over this way because she realizes after that last swing he can still reach her. And she don't like that. She figures Bert's a big old dragon. What's a little gnome like her gonna do compared to a big old?
Very much so.
And
dwarf,
the little dwarf guy is gonna keep running.
Oh yeah, if you rename the dwarf on your character sheet, it does upname on the combat tracker. Nice.
Who thinks he could?
Oh, you got a 9 this time.
Yeah, he got a 9, so he can get over here next to his
There you
buddy.
go. There you go. What's obviously the point is that you can rename the dwarves whatever you want to. Horak is remaining shaken. No, he isn't, because blindness doesn't affect the ability to unshake. Okay, Horak is going to. I'm going to. Wait, I am going to go into here and find an encounter. That way it won't cause these to slow down if I just bring him up that way. Now I bring up his stack. And he doesn't have sweep, even though Rancer is a two-handed weapon. So in that case, he is going to swing with his Rancer. Missing. I thought he might have hit them, but since then he's got -2 to shake off and big blue. 5 minus 1 is 4. He successfully shakes off the blindness.
Not -2. Because
Yeah, there's a -2 to shake it off as well, so he failed.
It's a 5 minus 3.
And did you put lingering damage on the one I hit?
You didn't hit it, so the lingering damage. You didn't hurt it, so the lingering damage doesn't take effect, does it?
Okay.
A 6 minus a 7 minus 3 is 4, so yes, I do get to take it off. It's a bit of luck because I'd already deleted it.
But it cost you a penny, and that's the important part of all that.
Yeah, I won't deny that. Both dragons failing miserably to hit that annoying little half-orc. Obviously little to them, big to everyone else. Last but no means least is Dondrad Warhead and Beardy Slowpoke. Dondrad is first.
Well, I'm just going to basically. The question is though, if you dispel somebody, if they're a different power type, do you still get the -2
penalty? No. In
right.
latest
I thought you would say that. So my in the your description you've got for dispel power, your third paragraph, you may need to go in and edit it if you want to write that
I'm very
down.
much aware of that. They changed it in the last update.
Right.
And like always, it's one of the ones they didn't put in there. What we changed this.
Yes. Right. There you go. There's an editorial note for you then. So he misses. Do you know what? Yeah. Let's try that again.
Well, he doesn't actually miss. Some magical protection upon the dragon stops him hitting is the actual answer.
Stunty, get him on the backswing.
Terrible.
Fortunately, there may be divine intervention
Oh,
here.
This might hurt.
Lovely. Right where I got him in the net before.
It's 3 wounds to the dragon. The dragon goes down
Again.
and is
Again.
bleeding out.
They stay dead this time.
And last but not least, he's cleared his slowpoke. Also turn off the sound effects, they might take up very much. Is that better?
I don't know. Nobody speaks.
Is that any better without all the nasty sound effects in the background? Okay, Beardy moves to there. New round. Okay, so it was probably the hissing from. Oh, good. Just what I wanted. Some nice bennies for the bad guys. Okay. Yes. So, still entangled. That's quite annoying. Cannot move, and actually, I forgot to do her vigor roll. Shake it off last round. Oh well, that's my mistake. Okie dokie. So, if she's still entangled, I think what we should do is I can't move, and there's a ruddy big dragon in front of me. I don't like the look of that. So we're going to go 2 power points, 3 power points, 5 power points. Yeah, 5 power points.
They just keep on coming.
A -1 for fatigue. The blind won't affect, so I'm going to spend a penny and try that again. Actually, the blind would have. No, the blind wouldn't affect the gut. It's an interesting one, that. I'll have to think about that in a minute.
If it's a targeted spell, the spell would still take effect, but it would miss because you couldn't see the target.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking about.
Really good job of blinding a stalactite.
Exactly. I'm getting annoyed at this. There we go. That's it. After spending 5 power points, I am going to spend some pennies on that. I just realised we're taking the wrong stack, so I'll have to do it that way. Okay, so that means that ultimately wasn't with a raise, unfortunately. So anyway, that's Arena's hit with blindness. And also is fatigued.
Okay. That's something I could.
No. That's what's nasty about blindness. There's no saving throw. Well, you get on your turn, you get to shake it. At the end of your turn, you get a chance to remove blindness, but it automatically affects you once. So now she gets to make a vigor roll. She now gets a vigor roll to shake it off. She makes. So she is no longer blind. Okay, now we get to the dragon, who is. You know what? He's had enough. He's just going to do a full round action and breathe fire on both of you.
Or not.
Yeah, I would argue in that narrow corridor, it's going to billow back and hit you anyway, but no, fair enough. Bigger. Nuts. 4 modifications, that still doesn't work. Okay, Doric is next. Doric, I can't see Gels anymore, so he's going to come over here and he is going to swing his Ransor at Bert. And hit Bert, doing absolutely nothing due to Bert's tough scales. Rannick, over to you.
Right, Rannick is going to multi-action. His first action would be a free action to do a finishing blow on Encontrador. Which should finish him off quite nicely. Then he's going to get a little bit more angry than he was before. And pick up Frenzy when I can
I
find it.
think you should have taken Barbarian.
No, see, Rannick's a thoughtful berserk.
It's an automatic action. This is it it's an automatic. Yeah, it's still an action, isn't it? So yeah, that's fine.
It is still an action,
Okay,
but that,
so
means, that means he can't be. That means he can't be healed now.
yes, because he can't be healed. No,
Because I've finishing blow and he is now dead.
Yeah, doesn't mean I can't get him back.
And I'm going to as I'm doing that, I'm going to trample over his corpse and go around the back of Sulminga, and then.
A raised dead power spell would get him back.
Well, yes, it would, but I'm hoping you don't have that.
Yeah.
And then Rannick's going to go around the back of Sulminga and wild attack him twice.
Oh, because you're frenzying.
Yes.
Oh, you hit him.
And
hit him.
The first damage roll gets +4 damage because I moved 4 inches with my rhino hide. And then the second one. That'll do.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Stunty, get the snake, ladies!
Oh, here now.
Bet you wish you'd said 3 actions, then you could have finished him off as well.
Yeah, but then I didn't know I was going to roll so well to hit. So, you know.
Yeah, but then that would have been your contingency, you see.
Would have been.
I'm just wondering whether I can close the distance or not.
Conrad can just go and finish off the dragon. It's up to him.
Yeah, you can get there. You can get there on normal pace.
Dondrad runs past Rannick and gives him a high five.
No, he's a stunty. It's got to be a low 5.
Well, for him, it's a high 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always a high 5 for me.
Jimmy Monk hasn't told me to give you any veggies yet, but he's watching. You're in trouble.
Got to tell him the game had started.
So yeah, I'm just going to run up and I am actually going to do a desperate attack.
Desperate.
So that's +2 to hit and then -2 to damage, isn't it?
+2 or +4?
No, I just want +2 to hit. And I'm hoping that the smite and the weapons are going to fix it.
Over it. Well, a desperate attack proved to be a good thing there because that thing you hit, roll for damage. So -2 in the damage.
I'm hoping that the smite is going to cover the cost.
Oh!
Oh, wait a minute, shenanigans. Oh, that's going to be worse, maybe. Shaking. I'll take the shake. Oh, shaking. Bacon, Beardy Slowpoke is going to go there, and he's actually going to shout at Rannick and tell him he should fight like a dwarf. But he's exhausted, so he fails.
I'm afraid he does.
Otherwise, it would have been a support roll. Okay.
Yes, I gathered it was an attempt at a support roll.
Fight like a bloody stunty. Why do you want to do that? You can't hit anything high up if you're a Oh, I see what you were doing there.
Oh, I forgot about mirror image. Haha! She's got mirror image. You have to make a smarts roll. Otherwise, you attack one of her illusions. Stay. I've forgotten that. Doesn't matter because I forgot that. So Dodred, you were lucky and just hit the right one. So I think what I'm going to have to do to you, Dodred, because I'm really not happy with you being here, is
I was toying with the idea of going on hold actually, and then counter spelling, but I thought I'd risk it.
She attempts to cast Dispel, but unfortunately misses. However, she is no. Oh no, sorry, she's no longer blind. Rick's up next. He is going to swing it. They're just trapped out here. It's an interesting fight where they basically everyone hits everyone, but everyone's too tough to take any damage. It's really interesting. But oh dear, oh double dear. Trust me.
You shouldn't have said that, should you?
I shouldn't have said that. No. Rancia finds a weak spot in Bert's armor. That soaks all the damage. I take it back. Bert's armor is up to the task as always. That brings us to Jelsa.
Well, Jelsa's getting a little frustrated here because she's been trying to help Bert, but it hasn't been really. So she's going to climb back up in the hole one last time because she wants to be able to see where they are. Because she got to be careful how she places this. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then, love. Yep. You too. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Well, you gotta unlock this. And she's, like I said, really frustrated, so... Yeah, but she's gotta be careful how she places this to... against that wall. Which includes only Hurrick and Durrick.
And Jelsa at the moment.
And you as well.
Okay, and me.
You're going to have to be selective.
Okay, well, I'll pay the extra point for selective.
You're going to have to be selective because the only way you could do it would be like that, and you can't have it emanating from inside the wall. So you're going to have to
because she's not been real helpful as far as damage goes. She's just hoping that mess him up enough to give Bert an edge.
Hang on though, I just had a fall.
And that's confusion with the rays.
Vulnerable and distracted.
Yep, vulnerable and distracted. That's the best I can do to help Bert right now.
Hang on, that's interesting. I need to check that. That's interesting. Confusion confounds all targets in the medium blast template, so the area of effect description must be wrong. Why would it be +2 for a medium blast template if it's already a medium blast template?
It's because it can be +3 to make it a large, I guess.
Yeah, but it shouldn't. In that case, it should just be area of effect +3. Large, it should be +2 +3. So I will have to check that. That's probably a typo on my part. In the meantime, they are both distracted and confused, aren't they?
They're distracted.
Yeah.
That's the best I can do for you, Bert. And then I'm going to jump back down out of the frickin' hole. Because I don't like them knowing where I am.
Go. Ooh. There goes all the sound effects.
It's because
And if he runs by me, I'm going to tell him, take cover with your pal. And so he's going to get 4, 7. That's it.
Okay, well, the two trolls dodged straight. Arena, you can't see anything at the moment. Well, you know what I mean?
It's all a big light blur.
Yeah, it's all blurry.
Oh, and Bert goes soon, so that
That's at
vulnerable.
the end of your turn, but it doesn't matter. So you're going to be blind at the end of the turn. So. No, you're not. A 7 minus 1 is 6. So you will shake it at the end, but it's at the end of your turn you get the vigor roll, not the start.
I think I can hear you talking upstairs, babe, but we can't hear you through Discord.
Yes. Can't hear a thing. There we go. Wild attacking, okay. Who are you wild attacking? One or both of them? The only reason I ask is one of them. The only reason I ask is there's more than 2 targets in front of you. There's only one of that. There's only one of her, but there's multiple shimmering ones of her blending out of each other. In that case, you're gonna have to make a smarts roll first. Did she get the raise? Get the raise? No, she didn't. Okay. So I've. Oh, you spent the Benny. Okay, yep. Make your frenzied attacks. If you hit Zalzar, I should say, then you actually hit her rather than one of her illusions. I don't actually tell you how bloody mirror image is supposed to work, so that's my interpretation of it. Because illusions is a smart. It lets you discern which is the real one out of all of them. Is the only thing I can think of doing.
That works, yeah.
Just that with the frenzy and all.
Okay, so
That targeted both, though. That targeted only Zalzar when it was meant to be one on each.
it was meant to be one on each. So let's take that. Let's take the second one away and put it on the other one, which is up here, doing still 2 hits. Roll for damage. Then give your Discord a reboot.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay.
Oh dear.
4 wounds on Zelzar. That's quite annoying, isn't it?
You see what they did wrong there? They turned the gold dragon blind, so it had to go on scent, and then the illusion didn't have a scent effect.
Very much so. Try that again. That's a 4.
No, it's not. It's a 3.
It's a 3. No. I think she's dead. I'm not going to save her. But she did have 1 penny left, actually. So I'll just take that penny and give it to the GM then.
I was turning to Zelza, address unknown.
Oh, she's bleeding out. She might not go down. Okay, and roll the damage for the second one. Oh, the second one says you didn't hurt her, so that's fine because she can always heal a friend. Yeah, you did. She could always heal them, you see. Right. That's arena done. That brings us down to Amber and Runny Redbeard, which are both over there. These poor little dwarves. Trying to keep up. They're absolutely exhausted. And last but not least is Bert.
And they're vulnerable and distracted now, Bert.
Over to you, Mr. Burt.
Let me unclose my window. They're vulnerable and distracted. Well, I was going to breathe fire at them, but since they're vulnerable and distracted, I think I will go ahead and, again, multi-attack, or multi-action, and frenzy the first one.
Go for it. Frenzy away, sir. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm sitting here kind of growling at it right now. I really don't want to spend my last penny, but you know what? I think I'm going to.
Yeah, because that vulnerable distracted only works for a round.
Ooh.
That may have worked.
I think you hit the first one but twice there. Hit with a raise and a normal hit. And there you go. There's the 6. It thought about cheating its way out of it, but it didn't. Hey, 2 wounds from the first attack and the second attack.
Does nothing.
Does nothing. Okay. Well, I've got some bennies left, so I'm going to spend it to try and soak that damage and fail miserably. And I'm going to spend my last benny to try and soak that damage and fail miserably. So that is 3 wounds on Oric.
Snookums got some attack while they're still vulnerable and distracted.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off on my second action and have Snookums try and finish him off so that I can then move up. If that's allowable.
I'm just going to retroactively, because I forgot to do it earlier, regenerate the wounds he's had for a couple of rounds, but he's still on the 2 wounds because he can't regenerate the wounds you've done to him. He can only regenerate the previous wound. So that's okay. Off you go.
You've only Jelsa had acided it enough to hurt, and then it couldn't regenerate.
It couldn't regenerate the acid wound. It can regenerate non-acid wounds.
Oops. Shouldn't have been multi-action, but still a mess. Snookums will spend one of his bennies to reroll. And still miss. Good grief.
But you've still got your seconds.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to finish him off the old-fashioned way.
Mm-hmm. Go for it. Oh! I saw the dice, but nothing's happened since.
It bounced way off the table, so
All right.
there it goes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yay. I basically have my phone or my computer. With my phone, I could be heard, but I couldn't hear you. And with my computer, you couldn't hear me, but I could hear you.
So now you're now talking on one and listening on the other.
No, I've got a plug-in microphone, but yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, that I'm going to soak that, not soak that wound. He's taking that wound, so he's on 3 wounds. Strux has been. That leads us with Dog and
So that leaves
Stonefist.
us to.
Sorry.
Oi, the dragons are down. Okay, maybe I will come out and fight.
That is absolutely not the right dice because obviously he's got on.
Yeah, I see that.
6 inches. It's okay. It's 6 inches.
Yeah.
I know what happened is I moved it down to Dog and Stonefist because obviously Snooks had already.
Oh, and then it went back to me, didn't it? Okay.
You then quite correctly it did your. See, I'm never clicking the move button again unless it's my monsters. I know I say that every time, but this time I mean it. Okay, Jelsa's up first.
And she's not sure what's going on in either place, so but she's going to climb back up into the cubby hole because she ain't getting down where she can get hurt because that's ridiculous.
Going in there again.
Yeah, and wait, I'm not trying to. So I can see Durek still on his feet and the other one's down.
No, they're both still on their feet, unfortunately.
They're both still on their feet, but one of them's much more hurt than the other.
But
I have to be honest right now, they both are distracted and vulnerable. So if ever you were going to stab the troll, now's the time to do it. Or even shock it or something. Or zap it with your acid one.
Well, actually, let me look.
Yeah, you need to be an arcane trickster to get the bonus damage from magical attacks, but you can throw a star knife at it and get the bonus.
Yeah, just to stab it.
Yeah, but try to.
When it's vulnerable, you get their extra d6 of damage right now, don't you?
Yeah, and so I'm just going to try to slash at him with my scimitar.
Yeah, but it has to be said, actually, Arcane Trickster would be a sensible prestige edge to take for York or Jelsa.
Oh, I got lots of bennies, so I'm going to try one more time. Oh, that actually hit him, and I get the extra d6 damage, right?
You do. He's vulnerable, and you are a thief, so you get to make a sneak attack. Oh! And another 6.
Nothing sneakier than hiding and stabbing at him, and then I'm going to jump back down the hole and step aside so he can't stab me back. Although you'd think that with a big dragon in front of him, I would be insignificant. And the little dwarf that thinks he can is going to keep running.
For the record, he
Never
failed his
insignificant.
soak roll, so you actually that wound stays.
So, the little dwarf that thinks he can is going to see his buddies running up, so he's going. He got what, an 8? So he's going to just run on past his buddy because hey, they aren't going to outdo him. And he gets there and he looks at the dead dragon and stops.
Actually, it has to be said. Actually, that dragon isn't dead, so
Oh, can he
kill the
stab
dragon.
him?
He can finishing move that dragon right now, and then I can't cast healing on it like I'm planning to do so.
Okay, well, all he's got's a club, but he's going to bash its head.
That's okay. It's a finishing move. He doesn't actually even need to roll, so I wouldn't worry about it. It's automatic. But yeah, it's absolutely fine. So he kills the dragon.
Yeah, he's going to, now that gives him bragging up after he finally caught up.
Don't be soft. I killed it. You just broke its stuff.
You did what?
Broke its. He smashed its scales in. They'll be no good now. I mean, the rest of the body is fine, but that one, not so much.
I just smashed his skull. The whole rest of him is fine.
Well, don't bash up any of the rest of him. I want to skin that bugger.
Well, that's fine. It's just his skull. He's a big dragon. There's lots of body there.
That's more like it. If you are healed, does that takes the shaking away as well, doesn't it? Healing someone,
Only if it heals everything.
which is impossible if you've got 3 wounds.
Exactly.
Ooh, she got 16 on it.
Yeah, but you can only ever heal 2 wounds.
Yeah. One, two.
So if you're bleeding out, you'll end up with 1 wound and still be shaken.
Yeah. Radic, you're up.
I'm up, am I?
Only thing when she lost unconsciousness, she would have lost her spells. She would run into. She'd probably be prone now as well.
Rannick wants to run up Arena's back and leap off her head, somersaulting over Zalazar and Celebel, slashing left and right with his blade to attack each of them. Because that sounds cool.
I have to be honest, actually. Does it actually say if you lose consciousness, your ongoing spell effects end? Because you're not maintaining them. So therefore, I think they carry on regardless of your consciousness.
I don't know. That's why I asked.
Time. Any that run for specific amounts of time after being cast carry on. Any that are ones that you maintain yourself in concentration, they'd stop.
Yeah. If you're maintaining them, they go away. But obviously, I would say, yeah. So just because you go down doesn't necessarily. Just because you drop someone doesn't mean the spells fail. Because they can't. Obviously they can't maintain a spell if they're unconscious. But any spells on them still would last. Would be my interpretation.
Since they're a favoured enemy, I will use my reroll on that.
Why? They're not humanoid.
No, they're not. They're still a favoured enemy, though. Because they're monstrous humanoids, and I have monstrous humanoids as a favoured enemy as well.
Fair enough.
He favours all enemies.
Who are you targeting? Okay,
Both of
I need a smarts roll, please.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Both those attacks stay.
See, I saw which one Arena went for.
Yeah, but they constantly shift.
Are either of them vulnerable?
No.
No, so I just get the favoured enemy bonus. Okay. And then I'll take the +4 damage from my Rhino Hide on the second one.
A crappy roll.
Yeah, it still did a wound, though.
It still gets going to be plushes on it. It's going to work. But
And there was a hit with a raise there, so that's a PowerPoint back.
Okay. One soaked, one wound.
I'll take that. And it looked cool as well.
Which is what really matters.
Absolutely.
Okay, Snookums is going to go first and attempt to finish this guy off. Ooh. Hey,
go
that?
Snooks! Go Snooks! Hit with a raise. Roll that damage, Snooks.
The pussycat kill.
You rolled a fighting attack there. So
well, no, I didn't mean to roll fighting. I meant to roll damage. There we go. Ooh,
you clicked
nice.
out.
Oh,
my word!
And that's without the raise die.
Yes,
He's mad
raise.
because
Oh,
I
go on,
was-
put the raise in. 36 Schnooks does 36 points of damage on Hurrick.
I tore a ponytail. I did the
Okay, Hurrick is bleeding out.
And now Bert will. What is that? Oh, don't do that. Come here. Bert will now step up and attack Durik.
Gets you to there, doesn't it? Which will be interesting.
Yeah, and my left foot is on Burik's chest.
Okay.
If he decides to heal, I have him pinned.
Foot wiggle activated.
Indeed. Ouch. Now, see, you've changed dice, haven't you? That's what it is. You swapped out the original dice and got your new set out, because look at the difference in the rolls.
Well, plus I stopped attempting to multi-attack.
Yeah. Okay, well, the first attack does nothing. Crazy the dice worked. I feel rather guilty now.
Okay, and I have no bennies, so that's it. Oh, look, I've got a Benny. Let me re-roll that raise damage, please.
Okay, let me
Make
cancel the
sure
other
I'm
one and then roll again. Go for it. That way, we know which one it will. It knows it's the raise hit rather than the other one. That's a wound. Confusion does not affect
so he'll
soaking,
soak it. Yeah.
so he'll soak it. But that's all good. Stuckham's is up, and yep, Stone Fist is up next. Dargon Stone Fist. Actually, you could put Dragon Slayer in there now, can't you?
Dargon is going to run forward. Ooh, Dargon's actually going to get pretty far there. Oops. Don't do that.
In fact, there you are. I'm gonna put it in.
Dargon will dart over here and attempt to attack Sylvale. Sylvale?
Yeah. I'll just check. That won't require a smarts roll.
Yeah, between being running and being tired, yeah, I didn't expect it to hit, but he's going to get involved anyhow.
He provides it. Well, no, he doesn't provide gang up, but he's meant to provide gang up. Okay,
She,
Conrad.
so Zelsa can't be bleeding out, can she? Now?
No, neither of them are bleeding out.
Yes, right. Okay.
She's still shimmering all over the place as well. Is Zelsa?
Yeah, it's just that she's got the little icon on her. So
There we go.
there we go. So this is a smarts roll to hit, isn't it?
She's a smarts roll to hit because of the illusion, because of the mirror image illusion she's got cast upon her.
Right. Well, we'll make the smarts roll, and I stab her with the sword, and
You make the smarts roll, so you get to hit her.
And you should have +2 gang up from Rannick and Irina.
No, aren't you? You both cancelled out because you're in the tackle zones of someone else, aren't you?
Good point, yeah.
I still call them tackle zones because of Blood Bowl.
3. I'm going to Benny that.
They're no longer.
I've killed her. I've killed her once before. I'm sure I can do it again.
Tackle zones anymore. They're now called mark. You're now marking players. They're not zones. You miss.
I'm afraid he's going to miss. Right. And Beardy Slowpoke. I think we'll go to there. And he will again shout abuse at Rannick. If I can get his character sheet open. Yeah, you want to stab him? Stab him in the back. Stab him in the back.
Stab him. Have you met?
That's it. Bloody well tell him what I'm doing.
Rannick's at +1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Classic.
Zelsa is no longer shaken. Okay. This is probably a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway.
So many things I do start that way.
Right, so that's a successful healing roll.
No, it's not. -2 for wounds, -2 for multi-action.
Yeah, that is actually minus. That is a 3, not a 4, which is fair enough. And that fails miserably. So that is 2 whole power points spent trying to cast 2 separate spells that didn't work. Horak. Okay, Horak. Natural healing. You can only ever heal one wound, I think, can't you?
Natural healing. No, I think you can heal 2. If you're incapacitated, the first success brings you back to 3 wounds, so that only actually gets 1 wound back from incapacitation.
Raise moves a 6. Oh, raise removes 2. So yeah, basically it's no longer incapacitated and is down to 2 wounds, isn't it?
Yeah, unlike magical healing, which automatically stops you being incapacitated and then heals 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Which is slightly different.
That then means I get to, although I may well be, he then basically attempts to bite Bert's foot. To no effect. And that brings us to Arena.
1 second. Right. I'll check it out. Yeah. Display the blank. Sorry, I'm also doing first aid on my son at the same time. You muppet! You had it backwards. I am going to. Well, I need to see if I can get that vigor roll to get that thing off, don't I?
That's at the end of
At
your
the end
turn.
of your turn.
Oh yeah, keep forgetting that. So in the meantime, I can tell that I've got an awful lot of people around me now, and some of them are friends and some of them are enemies, and I'm blind. Therefore, I want to be a little more careful. Therefore, I think I'm going to try to intimidate with a roar. Please?
Okay, which one? Unless you got work to do, you technically can only do one of them.
I can't see which is which, so whatever. That one.
Blindness would fail an intimidation, so that would actually be a success. You were targeting Savant, so that would be a spirit check against that. I'm afraid you don't intimidate it, but I can give you the sound effect if you want.
That'd be great, yeah.
Oh, that's a bit weird. Let's try that again, shall we?
That's what we want.
Where did you last brush your teeth, Rini?
That brings us to Amber and Rani Redbeard. That will be 11, not a 12.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Amber's running. Sorry, my mistake. That's Amber's running, so Amber can move 12 inches. Yes, sorry.
I was meaning it to be the dwarves, but
that'll be. Hang on, why is it? Yeah, pace is actually -1 and -1d, so it's actually doing the running wrong. But that's okay.
I'll tell you what. I'll put him there.
They're meant to be rolling d4s. I'm not sure why they're rolling d6s, but I won't worry about that for now.
Well, I moved 1 inch back over what he got anyway. And what I think he is going to do is. Oh, what does that do? Oh, cool. He is going to do an agility trick throwing stones at Selival.
Okie dokie. Go for it.
Is that agility or would it be athletics?
It'd be athletics.
Throw. Sorry. Doesn't make a great deal of difference, but I may as well actually roll the right thing. Yeah, that's pretty pathetic.
Yeah, I'm afraid he tries very hard, but he doesn't get very far. And we're down to Durek, who's down here. Durek is going to swing his Rancer at Bert again. Hitting. Doing not enough damage, and then he's going to be a cheeky sod and back off. But not leaving his reach of his weapon, therefore not provoking a free attack, alas. And a new round with Arena going first and getting bennies all round.
And Arena needs to shake off blindness from last round.
Yeah.
Good point. Which means I will do -4 because that will uncount the Joker bonus that
yes,
would.
it will indeed.
There
you go. So Thank you for reminding me. Yep, you successfully shake off the blindness limitation, and now your eyes clear as you shake off the magical blindness.
Well, this seems like an incredibly good time to go all out. So I'm just going to chuck a load of effects on. I'm going to go wild. Okay, that did nothing. Now it did. And I'm going to do headshots. And I'm going to do frenzied. Because, let's go for everything.
Dokie, who on?
Zelastar, she's annoyed me.
Okay,
Why is that?
go for it.
I'm
It'll
trying
be
to do the cool shot.
-4. It'll be -4 for the head called shot. So just put it manually.
Okay.
And go.
I was
And
trying
then
to. Oh, I see. It's giving me a -20. Yes, it was going on. I just hadn't noticed.
middle mouse button to clear it, or just roll a die if you don't have a middle mouse button. Actually, I need to play around with fancy grounds on my Mac. So I can actually do draw impromptu arrows. You don't have two mouse buttons. That's a question.
Mm.
Right. Let's
Fancy grounds on my Mac.
hope it does that right. Has it done everything right there?
It
Well,
has
the
indeed.
Has it added the Joker bonus? Yes, it
It
has.
has.
Good. And they all missed. Well, then I think I need to
You only
Benny
missed
that.
by one, alas.
Well, then I definitely need to Benny that. Will I need to put everything back in again to do the Benny?
The only thing you'll need to put back in against the -4 manually.
Okie dokie then.
And the extra D10.
The extra D10. I'll just roll an extra D10.
Yeah, just roll an extra D10.
Which was pants. What was that? One more. One more. I'm just going to do this
This time,
manually.
remember to do the 2D10 together.
Right there.
Oh, that's looking promising. That 9, and yep, the 9 is still a hit after everything. Go for it. I'll just do this
Don't
up to
forget
my
your
head.
plus 4 damage.
Don't forget the +4 damage for the cold shot to the head.
It's automatically done it.
That's absolutely fine.
I think.
No, it
It
didn't.
hasn't, but that's okay. I can do it
Oh,
manually.
okay. Sorry, it actually said +4 in the modifier. Good.
You targeted the wrong
It
one.
did. It did because you had +2 from the Joker and +2 from the wild attack.
Ah, so it was actually meant to be +8. Okay, fair enough. So that's 18.
Okay, something
Against
very weird's
sales.
going on. It's not letting me actually drag the damage out for some reason. Slash damage 18. If I drag that and drop that, I don't know what's going on there. So 18 points of damage on Celaval is a wound. She has one Benny left. I'm going to spend it now. She crit fails. She fails her soak roll and takes a wound. Okay, and that gives you Randy Redbeard and Amber.
They are
These fights are getting longer. We noticed. I dread to think what book 6 will be like.
okay. Amber is going to run between the legs of everybody here and make a fighting test against Zelstar by nipping at her ankles.
Go for it.
Do they have ankles in their natural form?
All right, nipping a tail tip, whatever. The bum bit,
Yeah.
the bottom bit, whichever's on the floor.
Wow.
And it's very, very distracting.
Okay, that will be a 16 against Zalsar. That will be
Against agility.
agility. That's a creative table roll, isn't it?
Mm.
Creative combat, I should say. There you go. One creative combat roll, please. Wow. So Zelsa is shaken
Cool.
and loses turn.
Mm.
Nice.
I was hoping the setback would be that the illusion doesn't affect for this turn because all the illusions run away from Amber.
Alas, that is not what happens, alas.
Oh. Did you make her vulnerable or distracted?
Vulnerable.
Oh,
There you go. You hit. Roll for damage.
That didn't apply.
Didn't hear you then.
Well, you rolled
Hey,
it, but it just didn't apply to the target.
I just drag it and drop it on. It's annoying. They
Yeah,
really, they,
how weird.
they really balked Ally when they updated the core rule set. Whatever it did really broke NPCs in Savage Worlds, and obviously we don't have a kill anymore. Well, when I say anymore, hopefully he will come back. But
so yeah, I'm will actually maintain powers.
okay, so you want to maintain your smite. You want to maintain your shroud.
Yeah,
2 power
so 4
points.
power. Yes. So and I'm
Only
going
2
to
power
go
points
in.
total, not 2 power points. Oh no, it
All
is 4
right.
power points because it's multiple people, isn't it?
Yeah.
No,
So I'm going to move to there.
maintaining the
Right.
smite power, which has got shroud in it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It has. Yeah. It has. Yes. It's one
yeah, so
spell,
it is
2
only
power
2 power
points.
points.
Right. I am going to because she's vulnerable now, and I'm going to take a big gamble and try and step behind her and cut her head off.
Okay, you'll need to make a smarts roll after your attack roll because it's more fun that way.
Oh, because you can go. Oh, you nasty GM. Right. Okay.
That's how
Oh,
mirror
good
image was done. You made
Well,
all your
actually, I'm
attack
glad you
rolls
said.
because that's how they did it in D20. You made all your rolls and then you rolled the percentile dice to see if you hit the target or a mirror image.
That's all right. I'm really glad you did this because I did the modifiers and I'd have to redo them all again.
Exactly.
So, why am I pressing that button? Don't want to press that button. It
So
doesn't
why
do
are you
anything.
trying to use ammunition?
Right. So here we go. Brutal sword.
Actually, I need to
Our
get
head.
a better tactic for that.
Oh, that's going to be a miss, but he's going to Benny it for a laugh.
Oh, you don't want the gang up his day. You have got gang up. But
Yeah. In fact, we're
You
not
don't
going to add
actually.
on.
Okay,
Oh, look, the 8. I don't think the modifiers are going to make a difference.
Okay.
Now,
Right.
the-
Make your
the
smarts
question
roll.
is, did it hit?
Exactly. Make your smarts roll. You hit with a raise, but do you hit her or do you hit a mirror image? You hit her. Roll for damage.
Right. So this is where it gets interesting. Killed you once
Ow.
before. Come on, off
my
your head.
word. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
58 damage. Whoa.
Off with their head.
Off with her head. That's an incapacitation, if ever there was one. Oh, look at that! Would you look at that? She's gonna survive.
You know what it is? You've chopped her tail off, and she's one of those that can regrow.
Yeah, she's a
Yeah.
lizard, isn't she?
Which
So
she is
Beardy.
down. She is down. She is down.
Has Rannick still got a support role?
Yes, I do.
Rannick hasn't acted yet.
Well, let's shout abuse at Irina then.
Too wrong.
Oh, what with Beardy Slowpoke?
With Beardy Slowpoke going, Dragons, is that the best you can do? God.
Hit end turn because I'm not allowed to. Oh, I need you to roll a Actually, it doesn't matter. You weren't doing a support. You were doing a test. Oh, sorry. Somebody has arrived, and I have instructions.
Yay!
Welcome back.
I'm getting a little frustrated with, but she's gonna climb up in the hole one more time and peek out to see if there's anything else that And she's gonna see that Durek is off over here all by himself. So she's gonna.
Uh-oh. Let's move that to there, so then you can target him.
Okay, that got him targeted.
Go for it. Successful casting of sparkly fireworks.
No, I'm gonna Benny the damage. One more time.
Same number, but different roll.
Yeah, well, then she's gonna jump back down out of the hole, going, "You got this, Bert."
And back out of the hole would get her to there. Right. And, okay,
and the little guy that thinks he can is gonna go running up to his pals. There's one laying down there, all bleeding out, right?
Yes.
And that's his, So he's going to run.
You beat me, so I'll give you the extra 2. 8 gets him to. Sorry, 8 gets him. Hang on, let's. I thought there was a way to. Right. 8 inches gets him to there. But yeah, that's it.
And so he's going to bash her head in because
finishing move. Okay, finishing move on Zeltia. So there's not a lot I can do about that because she is she is down and out.
Do I have to do the?
No, finishing move is automatic unless I deem.
When she bashes it, he bashes her head in because this is what he does.
Yep. See, this is the thing. I'd like to point out. I'd like to point out all you heroic types. It's the exhausted dwarfs that are killing the bad guys here. Have you noticed this?
Yeah, after they're down laying on the floor unconscious.
We're softening them up. It's kind of, like baby food. We mush
And now
it all
he's
up.
not drinking it, and he yells to his buddy, "That's 2!"
I must have closed it by mistake. I didn't want to do that, so I need to open up encounters, and then I need to find the encounter again because that's quicker than loading it off the combat tracker today. Which room are we in? You are in the cavern of the Lamia Priests. Was B13. And this is Val. Okay, there we go. Forgot they've got favoured powers. They've got favoured powers. Mind you, I don't think it tells you what does favoured powers let them cast on. Oh yeah, so the healing did work actually because they've got favoured powers and therefore multi-action penalties shouldn't have applied. Oh well, too late now. So, well, in that case, actually, that does change things slightly. Let's have a look at what her favoured powers. 2 wounds. Prevents wound. Any penalties, multi-action wounds, fatigue when casting healing, sanctuary, or smite.
Yeah, it's the same as
She
mine.
only cost. Yeah, I know, but I'm not having the character. Okay, so that won't do me much good. I also need to work out why she's got all her powers twice, and need to fix that later on. Okay. Okay. I think I'm just going to do this then. Large burst template.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's a lot. 3 power points for a large burst template. That makes it 5 power points, 7 power points, 8 power points. You're kidding me. That's a successful casting. Okay, so everybody targeted takes a point of fatigue. Which means that Rani Redbeard is incapacitated. They're not dead. They're just knocked out. The dwarf that could is also incapacitated because he's knocked out. I'm not actually deleting him, so I won't worry about that. Rannick takes a point. Dragon Slayer Stonefist is incapacitated because he's knocked out from the fatigue. And I think I done everyone. So everyone's been hit by that. You get to make a spirit roll at -2, please. Everyone affected. Hey, Rannick falls asleep.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Dondra doesn't. And Amber has to roll it as well.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
What was the negative? -2, was it?
-2. Yeah.
Yeah, she's asleep.
Okay, so Amber is asleep. And is prone. Only Redbeard is KO'd and prone. He's not bleeding out. He's just prone. Rannick is not afflicted other than the fact he's not bleeding out either and is prone. There we go. Well, that nearly worked because obviously if you're all asleep then she just gets to quietly get herself out of the predicament she's in and sneak away, but it didn't work. Okay, Durek is going to swing his Ransor at Bert and miss. Purim is no longer shaken. And no longer injured. So, yes, he is. He's still injured. He's got 1 wound left. He's also pinned, so he can't do a lot. Because Bert's got his claw on him, but he can still slash at Bert's claw. Not doing anything. Rannick's up.
Oh, is it bedtime, love? Let me tuck you in.
Quite a few people all felt collapsed, or in Amber's case, you've never heard a fox snore before, but now you have.
Yeah.
It's very
I'm going
cute.
to tuck her in and wrap her up nice and tight so she can't move.
What you mean? Like, she already is. Well, you bound her now.
Yeah, she's bound now, which makes her vulnerable. And then I shall wild attack with the extra +1 bonus from being shouted at by a dwarf.
Who's now unconscious?
Yeah, but he still shouted at me.
I know. 2 hits.
2 hits with raises against vulnerable targets that are my favourite enemies.
I think this might hurt. Is that what you're saying?
I'm hoping so. So there's the first damage roll. And there's the second damage roll.
So 8 wounds.
Yeah.
Obviously, there is no way for her to recover, so and she's bleeding out. So that's a bug.
As she drops to the ground, Ranet will say, "Good night, sweetheart."
Actually, Amber's woken up. Obviously, the loud attack's woken Amber up.
The comments like he's such a lady killer.
Okay. Well,
let's check these stunties, Ranek says, going over and nudging them with his boots.
the stunties didn't fall asleep. They literally collapsed from exhaustion.
I know that, but Ranek did.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Well, they're already exhausted. They're incapacitated from.
In which case, I'll drag them all together into those three into one corner and leave them in a pile of sleeping stunties. And then I want to go off and start skinning dragons.
Well, okay, you can hear
Well,
fighting.
we're still in the middle of combat, though, so.
Well, yeah, but Bert's a dragon. I'm sure he's fine. I'll have a look at the dragons, see if they're going to be good for skinning.
I'm getting the feeling I should be reversing away from the guy with the knife, looking at dragons.
Okay, Bert is going to step off of Hurrick and breathe a line of fire.
Okay. Well, we know you're going to hit them both. Oh, it's a stream, isn't it? So yeah, it's a dead straight line.
Oh, it didn't target Hurrick. Sorry.
That's okay. Durek.
Oh, no,
well,
I've got him
Durek's
targeted.
Durek's dodging it. Durek. It's evasion roll, so even at -2, that agility roll makes it, because that's the 10. Burrick gets to make an agility roll -2. I'm afraid they both avoid your breath weapon.
You have got to be kidding me. Even laying there on the ground.
Well, maybe that's the problem. He's because he's lying on the ground and it has to be a stream. Obviously, it flew over him, and the other guy just dodged it. Okay, Schnooks is up.
Yeah, Schnooks is going to look at me and walk away. I'm bored with all this.
As opposed to just actually dealing with the prone guy. I like it. Okay, that's the end of the round then. Our next round. Durek is first. Obviously, he is. He's getting desperate because he cannot get rid of this dragon who's literally being a pain in the butt. A desperate swing there may well prove. Oh, that was nearly a 12. That could have been unpleasant. As opposed to just shaking Bert. Joel suspect your protection power on yourself and Schnookums is about to expire. Do you wish to maintain it?
What do I got to do to maintain it?
Just say yes, and spend 2 power points.
Okay, then I'm going to spend the 2 power points. Hoist myself back up in the hole and go, geez, Bert, you don't got these guys down yet? And instead of spending more power, she's gonna pull out the wand of acid arrow.
Go for it.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, that's range, so I can go for Durik again. Or Durik.
That hits because he's vulnerable. Roll for damage. Get wound. He can't regenerate this. If there were any wounds from this. Oh, you're kidding me. These guys are annoying.
I'm gonna try one time to Benny that because he
Okay,
can't.
these trolls are getting on my nerves. You know. What you really
Yeah,
need is
never
lots of
mind.
people hitting him at the same time. You know, but obviously they'd rather sit there and
The
skin
little
dragons.
dwarf is sleeping or slumped.
Yeah. I'm afraid pretty much all the dwarves are out of action.
Okay, well then.
What I will do is actually I'll take them off I'll take them off the. If they're unconscious, they're not going to be in the fight, but they'll still be on your character sheets, and obviously later when they wake up, you can bring it back. There we go. So,
Hearing the fighting's still going on, Rannick is going to kick himself into gear again. Could you turn that boost fighting to a 5 rather than a 1, please? And Rannick is going to sprint in the direction of the fighting sounds.
pause the dwarf.
Yeah. Right, you buggers, whoever you are, I'm coming for you! And I'll use that as an intimidation against whichever troll happens to be closest to me.
Rick, go for it. There you go. Go for it.
Yeah, they're not that bothered, but yeah, it was worth a try.
You'd have told him we killed the dragons, we killed the whatever they are, and now I'm coming for you. You should have let him know what you'd already done because they can't see that.
So Rita can fly up to 24 inches.
I was trying to hit 24. It's kind of hard to see.
You're gonna get 2 more inches. You got 2 more inches after that.
Okay.
So basically, yeah, as Radix, as you come charging along, something large with large golden leather wings just soars over the top of you.
And
to maintain my improvement headed.
Starts licking its face.
Puts me down to 0.
Oh, you better just drag it back onto yourself. But yes.
Yeah.
Amber's licking the dwarf's face, trying to get it to wake up.
Put your level-headed back on there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it. There we are. There we go.
Down to Don of the Drag.
Right, going to run, and then just before I jog on, I'm going to cast relief, but I don't want the dwarfs to go back to combat track. They can sit down and rest for a while, but
Actually, they're all
it.
unconscious for an amount of time that hasn't been determined yet. So.
Oh, sorry, I failed anyway. So
it just cost you 1 power point to fail to cast it.
Well, they obviously need a good snooze. And then we move to there. And I think Beardy Slowpoke.
Wow,
So
Beardy Slowpoke gets another 5 inches on top of what you've already moved.
There we go.
Bert recovers from the bash from the pole arm.
They need to make vigor checks at -2.
Is that because of fear? Oh, fear doesn't win. Okay, I think.
No, because I am about to breathe slumber all over them.
Oh, okay. Oh, slumber. No. You didn't wake up from that. You have to all be very quiet. Radix shouting at them. Okay, Heroic gets a vigor check at -2, so I hit my shortcut because I programmed that in. Then make a vigor roll. Afraid he makes it. Dorek. I'm afraid they both do not fall asleep.
Okay. And Bert will step out of the room.
Actually, that's one.
Snookum sits down and comes over here and starts cleaning some of the goop off of his paws from whacking that troll earlier.
Okay. Okay, new round. My word. But round 15. Bert gives everyone bennies.
Yeah.
Well, Bert did not expect to go again quite so fast, so let's go ahead. Well, yeah, no, I know. Actually, yeah, I think Bert will go on hold.
Okay. Rannick, you're up.
Rannick keeps running. If you can move me to there, and then I can see where I'm going after that.
Okay, don't move any further yet, as I'm going to attempt to interrupt you. That would be an athletics check against you.
Yep.
Which doesn't matter. Well, actually, yeah, they still need to succeed to interrupt, don't they?
Yeah.
So he fails to interrupt because of his wounds. Therefore, it doesn't matter that you rolled a 1 because he didn't succeed interrupting you. So basically, as you get to there, what happens is obviously as you run past there out the corner of your eye, you see there's a gap in the rock there, and the pole arm sticks out as you go running by, but you're going too fast for him to catch you.
Right. Well, then I will. I'll go 2 to there, so I can't see around the corner again. And then I got. There we go. I will go around the corner, and I will splat him.
Okay. Let me. I'm just going to. This doesn't take. He's going to miss you regardless. I just wanted to get it there. Well, do you know what I mean? It's.
Yep.
If you kill him, it doesn't matter. But I just want to hit him before I scroll down. So that's not. He hasn't hit you yet. That's what happens if you don't put him down. Roll for that. Roll to hit. My God, the amount of defense you've got on you.
Okay.
You hit once, miss once.
Can I use my reroll?
Technically speaking, hang on. Is this because they're monstrous humanoids?
Yes.
And what's the description? What is the description of that?
It's a free reroll if you miss.
I would argue, yes, you can then. She missed.
Okay.
But
also, because it's a reroll, I can still pick the first roll if I want to.
Yes, but you'd have to pick both of them, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Yeah. So I will. I'll pick the first one. One hit. But he is a favoured enemy, and I've moved more than 4 inches. So favoured enemy, sneak attack, move more than 4 inches. And the trapping for Dondrad's smite is it heats the weapon up. So that's a fire trapping.
It is a fire trapping. I recall that he does put them in flame.
So yeah, Rannick will skid round the corner and swing worms, biting into the troll with a stench of burning flesh.
Okay, that's 1 wound Okay, he gets to make his vigor roll. He attempts to attack you, misses, and regenerates 1 wound. But obviously not the. I mean, he didn't get the raise anyway, but he can never regenerate the wounds you've caused him from the burning blade. Arena's next.
Let me go that far, and then I'll decide what to do when I can see you.
You'll probably have to land and walk from that point if we're honest, but yeah, you can get there.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't think a dragon could do a 90-degree turn, to be honest.
Yeah, agile dragons. Very good at cornering.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do breath weapon on Durek. I can remember which breath weapon I have in this form.
Your gold dragon, Sonny, you got fire, haven't you?
Fire and something else.
Yes.
You got breath weapon, fire, and lower trait strength.
Fire is fine with me. Apart from the fact that I don't appear to have a flipping fire.
It's just an
Breath.
athletics roll.
Oh, well, that's all right then. Okay, so I'll roll athletics. That's pathetic. I'll roll it better than that. That's also pathetic. Come on. Give up.
It's those fatigue points, isn't it? I'm afraid.
It is indeed.
Okay, so you breathe a gout of flame, which I can do. I do have a sound effect for.
Oh,
That's better. Bit louder, but unfortunately, doesn't do much. Okay. Amber doing anything? Or is Amber just staying safe in the corner, looking after the
Amber
dwarf?
has decided, having licked at the dwarves to try and wake them up, that she's not getting anywhere, so she's going to cuddle up in between them and go to sleep.
That's a good plan to me. Right, Doric is up. Doric is up next. Doric is just going to advance to there, and then hit you with his pole arm, or not, as the case may be. Donjad Warhead.
Yeah, Dodrad's facing his same old demon cardio.
Jimmy has suggested it for a while, but I'm going to. I think he hates you. Beardy Slowpoke.
I'm gonna see Rannick go running by her. Bert's still right there. The gold dragon went by her. So she's gonna go running in the other direction. Go, what, you guys leave the dwarves? And she's gonna get this far. She's gonna get far enough to see the carcasses of the 2 dragons. And the little dwarf is still.
The other little dwarf's out of it, I'm afraid. I'm gonna get rid of that Grumelda unless you go back to her. She's just causing problems on the combat tracker by holding everything up. Okay. Bert's still on hold actually.
Still on hold on the Joker.
Yeah, Bert's still on hold on a Joker before, and then if he wants to act, I will deal him another card for this round.
Yeah, let's go ahead and mumble. Yeah. Bert is going to drop his shapeshift.
Okay.
Bert is going to step up here a little closer. Stop that. Step up here a little closer behind Rannick and shoot a fire arrow at Hurik.
Sensible thing to do, in my opinion. with a raise on Herrick with a fire arrow, causing a wound.
Can't regenerate because, well, it's fire.
Yep, exactly. He cries out in annoyance and pain. In fact, actually, that.
That's kind of what I was hoping for, yeah. And Snooks is going to stay out of the fight, so yeah, we're done.
Why doesn't an ogre growl when I want him to, eh? Right. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So then I do you in. I'll now do you in for this turn. Radix up first.
Rannick yells, "Hold still, you buggers!" and is going to bind both of them. So that's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for that. And then I'm going to target both of them and do my frenzied attack as I move across the room.
War dancing, then basically. Blade dancing, I should
Pretty
say.
much. Yeah. So have I got them both targeted? I have not. There's
You've
Herrick.
both targeted.
There's Jarek.
Right. Leave this fight taking this long. Come on, guys. I'm talking about them. Hurry up and die, not you guys.
I'm doing my best.
I'm not talking about you. It's just the fights are getting.
Well, to,
Fights are getting hard.
That's good. That's hit both of them. I'm good with that because they're vulnerable and they're favoured enemies. I didn't get the raise, but never mind. On the first one, won't get the +4 damage for the extra move. Favoured enemy and sneak. There we go.
I'm afraid these are not humanoids. They're evil humanoids. You should be evil humanoids in a favour. Four wounds.
Yep.
Well, that's 4 wounds. Oh, he's got bennies. Okay, and the second one. 3 wounds. Yeah, he's down, and that's far damage, so he's not coming back from that.
Yeah. And now I will go and let the dog out before she pees on me.
Okay,
Idea.
Derek is going to. Cannot move, can only break free. Don't forget to break free then. I think. Arena.
Okay. Oh. You. As that corridor looks like it's getting a bit narrow there, I am going to, using my back legs and my wings, pin myself above Rannick's head, and using my forearms, I am going to knock loose a stalactite onto Durek's head. In case you're
Okay.
wondering, that's a fighting trick.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Test, but yeah, they call them tests these days, but I know what you meant.
Sorry, it's me and my old-fashioned ways.
I know. I'm the same. I'm afraid you're feeling rather tired.
Yeah, great description, terrible result.
It was very cool. I'll give you that. You got 4 bennies.
I do. Go on, I'll use one of them. Heck, if my computer will be more cooperative than that. There we are.
Successful. Do you want to make
Yay!
it distracted or vulnerable?
Let me have a look at who's
He
still.
has acted this round.
In that case, vulnerable, please.
Hey, that brings us to Bert. Amber's snuggled up on the comfy dwarf black pillows.
Yes. Making cute little foxy snory noise.
Okay,
Indeed.
Bert's going to stay where he is and target Durek with his fire arrow for the next shot.
Oops, sorry. That was mine. You need to target him again. Thank you. Sorry about that. I clicked the wrong button and it took it off just as you added it. That's a hit. Roll for damage. I've got Benny left. That's a wound. Okay, that's 2 wounds. Heat, fire, acid, wound. So he can't regenerate that. And Dondrad's motoring. 11 gets you to there. You got 1 inch more of movement. Gets you to there. Is that enough to see around the corner? It's not. What's Beardy up to?
Yeah,
Still
well, Jelsa can see these 2 big red dragons dead here, where they
Yes.
can't threaten her. So she can pull out her scimitar, and she just remembered that she had traded her some of the dragon skills that she had with Yap for the pixie stuff. So she's gonna start prying off dragon skills
Okay.
to replace the one she spent.
You can pry off 1d4 dragon scales around.
This round, there's 3.
There's 3. New round, and Dondrad is first on the King of Spades.
Switch it on. So yeah, I'll move around the corner. I take it I can still shoot between them. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
The
you
worst that'll
don't.
happen is on a critical failure, you'll shoot over the dragon
Yeah, I
in
know.
the bum.
They get
Well,
shot.
hey,
At the moment,
it's not the
for the
arena.
record, I would like to point out at the moment you've targeted yourself.
Yeah, I'm going to clear that.
Now, the
But,
worst that could happen is you could shoot yourself in the foot.
That's true.
but it might on the good side, it might hit Stumblefoot. Yes.
It might.
Oh, I tempted fate there, didn't I?
You did. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how you managed it. Well, you hit a troll past the dragon and Rannick, which you do.
Well, remember, I'm spread eagle across the ceiling trying to knock down stalactites.
That's true.
Well, I don't think it'll do any damage though. That's the whole thing. It's so low.
No. You're probably better
But
off,
it was a
you are probably better off firing crossbow bolts as a test rather than trying to hurt.
yes.
What's Beardy up to?
He's going to say you're better off firing bolts as a test rather than.
Oh.
And he gives him a +2 bonus
Does
for
he
his
does
next
give you a
action.
+2 bonus on your next trait roll. I will let you press enter. Durek is remaining shaken. Yeah, well there we go. That's all he could do. He can. He might be shaken, but he can still make a natural healing roll. He does. He heals a wound. Panic.
Will you just die, you soft bugger? And Rannick will give up pretense of defence and just hack at this troll with Worm's Doom.
That's a lot of low numbers.
It is. We'll go with a reroll just to see what happens.
Mhm. No,
Well,
we
let's
can-
go with the one hit with the raise, shall we?
Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want the 2 misses?
No, I think I'll go with the one hit with the raise, if you don't mind.
Oh, well, fair enough. If you feel so inclined.
I do kind of really.
That's another wound that he can't heal.
When you're stood in front of my face.
Well, another D4 to see how many more dragon scales I get.
Yep, go for it. That's another
3 more. Because Joseph's, taking advantage of the fact that they're all busy and they should be able to handle it.
Bad.
Another fire arrow.
Go for it.
Yeah, that one's going to miss. But I do have a few bennies. So you know what? I think I'll go ahead and tempt fate once.
That's a hit.
Eh. Snooks is going to go see what Jels is doing.
You know that will just end up with someone riding on your back.
Well, exactly. She was riding on him earlier, and now she's not. So he's trying to figure out where she is and what she's doing.
Okay, back to Arena.
Okay. What's Durick armed with?
A pole arm, a ransor, a nice long reach weapon.
And I really hope this isn't going to go wrong then. As I was holding myself up above Rannick and it wasn't really working, I'm going to swing myself forward, holding onto the stalactite, and then I'm going to let go and land on Durick.
Yeah, that could be unpleasant if it goes wrong.
Yeah, I'm really hoping it won't go wrong.
Critical
I'm
fail
feeling
means you
kind of
injure
tired, so I
yourself.
figure I'm a lot bigger than he is, so I'm just going to try and flatten him.
Okay, I think that would be strength test then.
Okay.
Actually, no, it shouldn't be, should it? Because you're meant to be traits.
An attack? Unarmed attack?
Fighting, yeah, make it a fighting test.
Fighting test, not an unarmed attack.
Yeah, fighting test, because you're just trying to pin him, aren't you, or distract him, or vulnerabilize him by sort of landing on him.
I was trying to kind of flatten him, actually, but whatever.
In that case, you might as well just, yeah, okay. You're just obviously just a bit. You just crash down on the ground, but unfortunately missing him. But fortunately not skewing yourself on the pole arm.
I'll move to one side so I'm not in the way of the token.
No problem. Combat round 18. Bert gets everyone a penny. My word. All having
Okay.
hardly used to having lots of pennies.
Another fire shot.
Go for it. That hits. You like rolling force?
Crying out loud. I think I'm going to Benny that damage.
Yeah. Not your day, I'm afraid, is it? Even with a Joker bonus.
Sorry, dog started going ballistic. Yeah, I think in spite of the Joker bonus, I'm just going to let that one happen.
Okay, on to you, Miss Arena Dragon, Miss.
I'm just going to back off and rest for a bit and try and figure out what to do. Go on hold.
Okay, you go and hold. Don of the Dread of the Warhead.
So let's see if it
Control
works.
spontaneous combust in a minute. Oh, smite power. You should maintain them.
Yes, I am going to maintain them.
2 power points. Ignore the fact it says 4.
So why does that say +1? What's that modifier for? It's fatigue. Why have I got fatigue in there? Right. Anyway. Right. So hopefully the
cast on you?
No, wouldn't it make a difference? No, I don't know. It was just a modifier. Oh no, it's appeared again. Okay, never mind.
You had a +2 to that because of your support.
Yeah, I just wondered where the fatigue was coming from.
That's from when Slumber was cast on us all.
Because you had
But anyway, that needs Bennied. I thought I resisted it.
You got a success on a 4, but yeah. Oh, Direct critically fails, so he's a double whammy.
Right.
He's distracted.
So what happens is I rolled shooting at +2. I shot him with an arrow. It was on the hand, and I just said, wait for it. And as he dodges back, the arrow sticking out of him, it sticks in the wall, and he gets poked quite badly. So he's distracted and vulnerable for the follow-up attack.
He is indeed.
At which point, Beardy goes, smash him, Rannick! As if that was blatantly obvious.
I was just rolling for because it would be appropriate to for a critical failure to distract Rannick at the keyboard and to give him a -2 penalty. Right. Do you wish to maintain your boost fighting and your hurry?
I do. The boost fighting goes back up to 5, not back up to 1.
I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to. I wonder if there's a. So I need to check the campaign to see if that's overriding the module.
It could be. Right, so Rannick is now going to again just smash away. I think that may have been successful.
It's not campaign, is it? Which is the one that can over? What's the one that can override? It's in module DB, isn't it? That's what it is. What did you call? No, there's no override. I don't know what's going on. I'll have to have a look. Okay, hurrah! Unlock tokens. Combat is over on combat round 18.
Yeah. Before they catch up to me, I'm going to get some more dragon skills.
Be my guest.
And then when Rannick gets there,
3 more.
Who's bloody taking scales off this? Oh, we're going to skin it. And some little
As big as they are, these little 9 scales are not going to hurt you. And besides, there's 2 of them.
Oh, we're going to skin it properly.
Well,
I'm afraid Justin's rendered that one worthless from a skinning perspective.
And then we're going to give skin to you so you could make stuff with it. But no, you had to pull them off one at a time.
Well, I needed them because I traded my other ones with Yap.
Oh, we're going to give you 2 full bloody dragon skins.
What am I going to do with a dragon skin? I know. You wanted me to make
you can make a cloak out of it. You can do all sorts of things with a dragon skin.
No, I got the scales. Thank you. But the thought was nice, Rannick. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm not bloody appreciated around here. I'm not.
Protection with red dragons skins.
You get fire protection automatically on top of whatever enchantment you put on it. But yeah, I'd like to skin the dragon, please.
That'll be survival.
I might have a rest first if we've got time for a rest.
gold
Well, I
dragon.
mean, you are in the
cleaning
middle of a
again.
dungeon, don't forget, so you most certainly can have a rest, but it doesn't mean it will be uninterrupted and you won't be. It's up to you.
Everybody sat down and had lunch earlier with the giants.
I know, but it has been a lot of fighting, so something might happen. I'm not saying it will. I'm saying it's up to you.
Oh, I'll give skinning it a go. There we go.
Okay. You do an adequate job. You didn't get a race, so you get most of it off in one piece.
Okay, I've got a red dragon skin.
That'll wake a
That'll
while.
come in. It probably will, but it'll come in for something later.
£10, let's say.
That's reasonable.
So, do you guys want to take a rest somewhere, or do you want to press on? Obviously, you haven't explored the area to the north where the priestesses were.
Unless anybody's got a magical way of
There
getting
was a pool thing up there.
Oh, right. Actually, yeah, we better go through their equipment as well, hadn't we? Let's see what they've got
Aye.
on equipment. That was B13. Look at their equipment. Party sheet, inventory. Come on, party sheet. There we go. Saval, green, gear. The same gear both times. Okay. Have a look. Both of them were wearing magical headbands and magical armor, magical leather armor.
Have a look at those headbands.
Indeed. Go for it.
I'll roll when I can reach my keyboard.
Okay, I can do it.
Oh, thank
Wait,
you.
is your account? Your account roll was fails, I'm afraid, because you just can't concentrate. You're just too tired to read the magical auras correctly, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'll look later. I'll say in keel over sideways.
Okay. 8 hours later.
Have all our
Everyone-
PowerPoints back by then?
8 hours means you get 40 PowerPoints back, don't you?
Well, I don't have that many, so
8 hours later means you basically all recover 1 point of fatigue, and your dwarf friends wake up.
and after being arrested, it's like, now which way is the best way to go to find this Mockmorian dude's library?
Well, maybe we should check out what those snaky ladies were guarding first, and for that matter.
Yeah. We need to go up to the temple because A, I want to trash it, and B, you might want to loot it.
Okay, the temple. So obviously, funny enough, there isn't actually a description here. I think there might be actually, but so incense smoke hangs heavily in the air of this cavern, thick enough to give the cave a gauzy, almost dreamlike feel, and scented the place with a vaguely metallic tang. I'm going to check whether I've forgotten to make that into a speech bubble. The cavern walls are painted on all sides in spiraling patterns of vivid blue and purple, while here and there are angular symbols of three-eyed jackal-like visages leering out of these dark colours in vivid reds. Elsewhere, depictions of snarling hyenas with mouths full of bones and horned rats with long tails glower from the walls. A large block of stone sits against one wall, its top and sides slick with fresh blood.
I apologise. My computer's gone insane.
Yeah, so the altar's getting the old glandrishing put on it, which is dwarven for graffiti.
2 incense burners on the altar appear to be made of silver chased with mithril. And I haven't noticed Tech John, please. Dondrad is the only one up there at the moment. Yep, you just basically start drawing graffiti and they slick blood all over the altar. What's everyone else up to?
I'm going to be checking things out. I'm going to move up behind Donrad once he's sure it's safe and see if there's anything cool there that I could find.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I just want to chip it. Basically, you put a dwarven mark, and it's supposed to represent how deep you went into the earth. But I just use it to deface enemy altars.
How big are these incense burners, the silver and mithril incense burners? I could use that metal to make stuff.
They're probably worth a fair bit, and they weigh £1 each. Okay, you're up there. You can make a notice check. Oh me. No, that's fine. Those incense burners look mighty fine. As you're looking at it, Joseph, you notice the altar has been slid across the stone floor several times.
And I'll show Donrad, Donrad, this thing's been moved. What do you want to bet? There's a hidden door underneath. Hey, I've got a wand to detect hidden doors. Can I determine that before we go through the effort?
Well,
doors. Yeah.
Dondrad may get a +2 if it's made of stone. So
it's a strength check. It's a strength check if you just want to push aside the altar, or Chelsea, if you want to activate your wand of detect secret doors, you can do so.
I might be able to work out stone cunning here though.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the wand.
Well, actually, Bert's already. But before you do that, Bert's already pushed the altar aside. It doesn't reveal a secret door. It just reveals a small hollow in the ground within which sit several books.
Darn, I was hoping it'd be like catnip or something.
And I'll yell to Irina, hey, there's books here, which doesn't interest Jelsa in the least.
Oh, let me see. I'll come and look at the books.
Yeah, just check them out before I set them on fire.
Silver mithril incense burners to the party sheet. Okay, so strength roll within which sit several books.
Well, if nobody's looking, Jelsa's going to snag one of those incense burners just because.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I think I'm going to snag the other one. They're nice.
Be my guest. Just drag them off to your character sheets. Okay, so the books, several vile books of descriptions of how to disembowel, decapitate, drown, and otherwise slaughter all major types of giants and humanoids, especially in ritual killings and sacrifices. Many of these horrific this is the book, by the way, you're looking through, the Book of Vile Killing Rituals. Many of the horrific sacrifices involve opening the victim's belly, inserting a small but ravenous creature like a rat, then magically healing the belly wound shut, so the creature is forced to gnaw its way out to freedom in a mock birth. While horrific, these scrolls are lavishly illustrated by a talented but demented artist, and probably worth a bit.
And I'm burning them now.
Okay, you burn all the books and the magical scroll.
They're evil and disgusting and should never see the light of day.
There was bother. Okay.
There was a magical scroll of dispel amongst all the others you just burned, I'm afraid.
However, I was just so horrified by the contents of the books.
I know. However, there are still 2 suits of magical level armor and 2 headbands.
Well, let's try again to do a little bit of identifying. Hopefully, a little bit better than last time. Where's my character sheet just vanished to?
I don't do leather.
What are you, a sonic screwdriver?
Your fatigue's gone now. Have you rested?
No, Irina had 2
I
points
had
of
2
fatigue.
points.
Ah.
I'm
I'm
afraid
gonna
you just can't concentrate today, reading. I'm
let's
afraid.
try one more time. No.
No, you can't do it. It's just whatever that witch did to you. It's just you still haven't recovered properly.
Look, if we put them in our backpacks, I can look later when I'm in better light and I've had a proper night's sleep.
Have you had a look at the back?
A yellow gem is set in the center of a simple copper headband, much like a third eye. And Dodred, wearing one of these increases your spirit by 1 die type. They're headbands of mental prowess.
Ooh.
Which does
Well,
go
don't
back
we
to
do
prove that
those?
as far as Pathfinder's concerned, spirit is wisdom. So there's 2 headbands of there's 1 headband of mental prowess. One seems to have vanished.
Well, I'm already wearing a headband, so I can't wear one.
Well, here's the thing. That would be really, really handy for a cleric to wear, but I'm going to refuse because it's not fashionable.
A headband
Yeah.
of mental prowess. Maybe Rannick needs one of those because, well, you know.
No.
Rannick is not stupid.
Didn't say he
So
was
this is
stupid.
spirit. Does anybody wish to identify the magical leather armor?
Whoever just put that headband
I
on,
mean,
maybe.
it's I don't know, village people armor. I don't want to wear it.
It's Aegis leather armor, i.e. leather armor +1.
Yeah, so I'm
armor.
not wearing the headband because it's not a full-faced helmet with horns, right? And
but you
that's
can wear it under. That's the thing, is you can wear it under the helmet.
no. No.
All right.
If somebody suggests
Actually, you can wear it. It's
without
just you can't wear a
he
magical
might.
helmet and a magical headband.
Yeah, I'm not worshiping. I'm not going to go to the Church of the Iron Lord wearing leather. It ain't happening.
So what we found, folks, looks like it's just empty up here.
Yeah, which way was it that she said? Wasn't it? She said if we went past the cultists, which that would be past
Sorry,
them.
did you just go up to the? When you say empty up here, did you go to the dragon captives area?
Well, yeah, I was up here earlier.
Yeah, I did notice. Sorry, I was dealing with other stuff. Actually, yeah. Apparently, the dragons don't have any treasure.
Is a falchion.
A falchion is a big curvy sword.
Okay, thanks.
It's like a scimitar, but can be used two-handed.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kopesh, which are the Egyptian ones, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, they've got a straight bit and then a curve as a Kopesh.
Weirdly, I'd have recognised that name. It's weird what you know and what you don't.
It's a one-handed single-edged falchion's one-handed single-edged sword. Single-edged swords. They're like sabers of European origin.
See, thank you.
Kopesh is bladed on the inside of the curve rather than the outside of the curve.
Yeah.
Disturbing how readily you guys can just produce that information, and also kind of awesome.
It's because we're role players.
It's because basically I learned all of these back when I bought the AD&D Player's Handbook.
Just don't ask any questions at pole arms. We'll be here all day.
Oh God! I have to be honest. The pole arms is where I do lose the will to live, but I still remember the black and white pictures in the first edition AD&D guide where they were all in a line with all the names underneath them.
So you reckon this looks good on me then? Says Rannick, holding up the headband.
Think you can carry it off? Yeah.
All right.
Goes with your eyes.
What? Red? It's yellow.
I thought your eyes were yellow.
Well, they're bloodshot most of the time. So, do we need to find this library? Do we need to find this key for the library, whatever it is?
Good
I
question.
think we're still needing to find the key, aren't we?
You know, I reckon if it's anywhere, it's going to be here or upstairs. I'm just saying. Slight metagaming there on the grounds that Kev wasn't expecting us to come into the dungeon this way, So that means we were probably expected to come in above, and that's probably where the key is. But that's metagaming.
Mhm.
Well, I don't want to go back up with
the
them
way it's
big
done it
ugly
is
birds.
it's perfectly valid.
Oh,
But
it is. But
interestingly, as
you
the adventure's written, it doesn't. There is nothing to tell the players that. Well, in fact, I don't think there's anything to ever imply you need a way to open the door. I think you just stand at the door wondering why you can't open it, as written.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chelsea will figure it out.
So which way are we going then? Up or
Well,
down?
let's go check the door and see if there's even a place to place a key before we go scaring off all over the place, because we don't know how long before he gets those giants heading out towards, and marauding and destroying things. So we need to get to him.
All right.
We spent a lot of time fighting and wasting time anyway.
All right. So we go down. Which way is down?
Good question.
Oh,
Strangely.
what's her name? What was I can't. I can never remember her name. The giant leader lady. She said that if we went past the cultists, that was the shorter way to go. So we need to go up here and scout around where all these places we haven't looked at yet.
Hang on. She said go past them was the shorter way to go, and we went. Well,
We were going around them, and then Bert ran into the trolls, and that drew them out, and they came to us. So going past them would have been just the way we are right now.
so this way.
So we need to keep going the way Bert was, yes.
Right. Okay. So that's down this way then. Let's have a look.
That is
That's
the way off the map.
That is the way off the map. Was that?
Yep, the tunnel walls wind deeper into the ground here, yet the presence of rough contours along the cave walls seem to lessen every several paces. The deeper the cave goes, the more more like work stone the passageway seems. From area B14, so that's where you are here, a 12-foot wide tunnel winds down through the bedrock in a corkscrew for several hundred feet before the walls change to regular worked stone.
I bloody well hope you're right, Sparkle Tits. If we can't get through this door and we've got to go all the way bloody well back up, I shall be very angry.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
knackered.
You'll get over it.
Dondrad, basically, I'll pop you on the other map in a second, but as you get to the bottom of the corkscrew, Dondrad reckons you're at least 800 feet below the surface now.
Maybe I was wrong about you two being an old married couple. Maybe you're siblings from another life.
Rannick just gives Jelsa a sideways glance and then Arena a sideways glance and shakes his head.
Hey, I wasn't me that suggested it, Rannick. I'm too busy trying to get you hooked up with Amico.
I need to turn off the grid snap. I need
That's
to
something more like a sibling would do, so maybe she's got a point there.
make that down to
Yep.
that level there. Then I need to take Rannick because he was at the front, put him there, and take Arena and put them there. I'm not looking at the order anymore. I'm just doing it in order of the combat tracker at the moment. And put Jelsa there. The dwarves, I'm going to say, going to leave behind because they just slow you guys down. We have it.
Okay.
Yay.
Well, let's very carefully go up to this corner.
So we're on a snake's tongue, okay.
Quietly and sneakily and stealthily and everything all quiet and sneaky and stealthy like.
Like a
The
fish.
gradual change from natural
Yeah,
cavern to
like
work
a fish.
stone is finally. Let me unlock tokens just for now. The gradual change from natural cavern to work stone is finally complete after a long spiraling descent into the depths, where the walls meet hard angles have been polished away to smooth but tight arcs that somewhat soften the transition from wall to wall or floor to ceiling, with no hard lines defining edges of rooms. The place seems suitably alien.
Believe that subtly.
Yes, it should be cited, of course. I can't believe I've misread that. So the walls of this complex have been rounded.
Okay. Peek.
Wow, that's really fascinating. But that's really interesting information that players will never know. Oh well.
That's a shame. Maybe we'll watch the feed.
Yeah, no. Yeah, apparently the walls of this complex. Actually, I mean, I tell you what, some of you speak Thessalonian. I'll let you make a cult rolls.
Yeah, I mean, I speak Thessalonian now.
If this recording continues,
Ah,
I can
right.
hear
Well,
you.
yes, these walls are rounded to because it helps enhance the anti-elf curses that were embedded into them by. No, I'm only joking. You have no idea what's going on. You suspect the roundedness is possibly caused by the fact that there may be fast-flowing water traps, and this obviously lets the water flow faster.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Or they did it for a cool lighting effect.
Indeed, really.
So which way do we go, Dondred? You're used to this underground stuff.
Yeah, but this is all unnatural.
I definitely have to give you a Benny for that one.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Bugger.
You're spot on. You're absolutely spot on. That's exactly why they've done it.
Oh, great. Yes.
So what's the there's doors up here?
What doors?
Doors? Where?
Poke through the doors.
After you. Maybe Sparkle should go first.
Well, I don't know. I thought you wanted to be sneaky.
Might need
I mean, I
Oh,
can't do sneaky. I mean, it's a freight train coming.
I might need to go back and read something for myself here. Ah!
Should we allow the GM to load?
Actors who make a science roll and have been in Thessalonian ruins before, such as the catacombs of Wrath or the lower level of Thistletop, you realise the style and architecture of these tunnels is distinctly Thessalonian. There you go. Yeah, a further unusual element is that all the corners are curiously rounded off to prevent the formation of hard angles. Ceiling heights in the library average 20 feet in hallways but rise to vaulted roofs 30 feet high in the chambers themselves. There's no illumination down here. Yet the map shows illumination on multiple walls. Unless otherwise noted in the text. Okay, in several places, ancient preservative magic is related. Okay. The sections of the library have crumbled and caved in. Attempts to dig out these sections. Okay, so basically, yeah. So up ahead here, from your perspective, you can see the rubble. That obviously means that the whole area's collapsed, and you can certainly attempt to dig your way through if you want to. But it would take time.
Well, there's nothing in that wee room there. Then.
If we're looking for the library he goes to, it's not going to be through a rock fall.
I'd like to move carefully down this corridor and, completely out of character, I'm going to be looking for traps as I go, because I've got thievery.
Don't forget that technically does slow you down, doesn't it? You have to
I'm happy to do it slowly.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, if it's got funny stonework, I might be able to spot it before we even get there.
A pair of double doors stand in the southern. Sorry, I got myself confused there. Trying to move in. A pair of double doors stand in the southern wall of this room. The floor is made of glossy, polished black and grey marble. And you can't see the rest because Radix just there, so he can. To the east might have once been another exit, has long since caved in. Yet nothing in the room compares to the curious effect its walls have of looking into the room. It's bizarrely impossible to judge the chamber's exact dimensions. Any wall looked at directly remains stable, but through peripheral vision, the walls everywhere else seem to stretch away, as if to impossibly infinite gulfs, as if the room was somehow unhooked from its own physicality. The sheets of pale light that flicker across the walls only add to the disconcerting effect, which reminds me I need to put some lighting in. Let me do that now. Which should be lanterns, and that should be a... Let's see if we can get the colour by picking it up off the actual thing. There we go. With a preset. It really winds me up when it does that. So I need to draw that. Then I need to do that. Then if I do that, it stops it being a lantern. I don't know how you're meant to do that. Oh well. I think you have to put them on, and then change the colours if you want to change the colours afterwards.
You do. You put them on, you then click on them and alter the colour afterwards.
Yeah, it's annoying that really. It'd be nice if you could just.
Well, if my eyes go wibbly as I look round the corner, when Dondrad tries to walk past me, I'm going to put my arm out and hold him back, and then crouch down and use my best thieves' abilities to see if I can work out what's causing this through any thievery stuff. And if failing that, I'll then ask a magic user to come and have a look. I rolled a 9 on my thievery.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to work out what I'm doing. Okay, so lantern should be. It should be flickering, shouldn't it? Because it's a lantern.
There you go. There's a flicker.
That should be flickering because it's a lantern. That should be flickering because it's a lantern. I'll probably have to go back and update the map. They officially mapped it properly. Flicker because it's a lantern. Flicker because it's a lantern. I think that's all of them. Okay, so that's that dealt with. So you got a nice flicker going. Okay. Okay, so this. Okay. So there's an effect I need. There's a global effect I need to turn on while we're in here. Dim illumination in this room, so I need to turn that on as a global effect. Okay. Okay, Dondrad pushes past you. Dondrad, make a spirit check at -2, please. You enter the room.
Spirit check at -2.
You are absolutely fine. Okay, there appears to be. Once you sort of start focusing a bit more, the room's still spinning and it's rather distracting. Hang on.
It's a lantern here.
Okay, now you need to make a vigor check at -1, please.
Vigor check at -1. Are we going to blow chunks?
I'm guessing not.
You are absolutely fine.
And there's a giant.
There appears to be a giant in here. I'm going to get the description up. God, what a launch of description. So I'm just reading the description there. It's a giant. Okay, it's a giant with numerous and severe-looking runes sparking and flickering upon his body, seemingly seared into the creature's flesh.
Okay.
Okay, at this point, I'm going to initiate combat with Aruna going first. Sorry, what was that?
I said, careful, Stunty, there's something. Oh, you bugger.
Arena is Arena's action.
Watch your step. It's all a bit wibbly wobbly, timey wimey in here.
I need Arena to make a spirit check at -2 and a vigor check at -1, please, as she enters the chamber.
For some reason that went at -3, so that was actually a 7. I don't know why.
You're fatigued.
You're still fatigued, so you're okay on your spirit check. Now I need a vigor check at -1, please.
I'm feeling better.
You're absolutely fine. No problem at all.
Excellent stuff. Okay, so what's the weird about this room then?
In fact, you just had to make a spirit check at -2 and a vigor check at -1, and it's all warpy.
So it's just wibbly wobbly.
It's all wibbly wobbly as far as you can
On
tell.
non-Euclidean geometry, it was written by. This room was written by H.P. Lovecraft.
Ah, it's like going to Ripley's Believe It or Not. Okay. Fair enough.
You know, somebody didn't like the fact that pi was 3 point something, and they just made it 3.
I like pie. Blueberry, especially.
Sometimes
Oh,
I like to see
dear.
what the players can see, especially if I've got to hit them with nastiness.
Right. Am I right in thinking that the hill giants are the same people that we said would try not to kill if possible?
No.
Okay, then. Doesn't matter in that case.
That was stone giants.
Stone giants,
Ah.
wasn't it? Connor was a stone giant.
Right.
Yeah.
Fine. In that case, I'm not so worried about that.
One of the wise was a stone
I-
giant. Yeah.
I will draw my sword and run a bit. Same to you. There you go. It's me done.
You do okay.
Amber's just going to go to there and stay back.
Okay. Dawn of the Dread.
The funny thing, I don't think he's got our best intentions at heart.
Hang on, all your powers should have gone off because you all rested for 8 hours, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm going to just shoot him.
Damn it! I just got rid of Radix Phobia by mistake.
Let's start using this room.
Benny that. Come on.
Why would dim illumination be affecting the guy with dark sight?
It's the nature of the room.
Right.
It's the disorientation effect because of
Oh,
peripheral
Right.
vision spinning all the time.
Represent the weird.
It's not actually dim illumination, but it's treated as dim for dice penalties.
Right. Okay.
I'm going to Benny that as well. I mean, I'm going to shoot him with an arrow of Giant's Bane. Just don't like the look of him. He's just definitely evil.
Yeah, I mean, I could make what I should do is make a global effect that's different. But anyway. Oh, you got him.
I spent 2 bennies, so.
Okay, you go in. Down he goes.
I think we'll shoot first and ask questions later.
I shall. Yeah. Done.
Yeah, Rannick, you bet one. You're going to blow chunks if you come in this room.
Aye.
Yeah, he's got no gear worth mentioning, so that's that. Down he goes. Cards. Joker bonuses. Okay.
That was too easy.
Nature of the dice, isn't it? But how many bennies did Don Judd spend to do that? Bear in mind.
Oh, I see.
Well, let's just keep. Yeah, be careful of that door.
I'm listening at it.
That'll be a notice check then, please.
Josso will step
Yeah,
up.
nothing to hear. Wouldn't worry about it.
There's nothing in there. It's completely quiet.
Is that the door that we're looking for? And then Joss will run
Local.
into the room. Do you need the checks on me?
Yeah, I need a spirit check at -2 and a ego check.
Basically, we're all going to have to do that, aren't we?
If you enter the room, you are, yes.
Well, there's no other way through the room, is there?
I think Jill maintains her spirit roll. Now she gets to make a bigger roll at -1. Okay, Dranik.
Pennies.
Jill says okay
So
on a
here's
bigger roll.
a big question. With the rounded corners, do you think they built it that way to keep something out or to keep something in?
I wouldn't know, Stunty. I don't know about that kind of thing.
Oh, no, she
Yeah, it's the,
Dranik, sir.
I want to examine the door for keyholes or mechanisms to open them. If these are the door, I'm not going to.
It's got handles on them.
Oh, then open the damn doors, Dondred.
How many handles has it got? Has it got
I was
4?
just kind of, I was consulting. I wanted to know if this was
Yeah.
some kind of like prison or something. Right, okay, right. It's just a passageway.
Well, I'm guessing this wasn't the door we need the key to get through, then.
There's a light down at the bottom of the tunnel, though.
Well, the inside here might be as black as the night. But end of tunnel, there's the light.
John, you not see it from here?
Aye, I can see it from here. It's over there.
Aye.
Bugger, where there's a light, there's probably people that put the lights on, and I'm... Oh, shit.
I just thought I'm pausing you because I thought people might want to catch
door.
up.
I'm stuck in the door.
That's because you haven't opened both doors.
I'm trying to.
I know.
Okay, see if this
Dodger's into the room, so I'm looking it at that point. I'm going to move him so he can't move himself anymore.
I'm hearing disturbing noises. Bath time
Okay.
for monsters.
At least I waited for people to catch him up, Rannick.
Runes are carved in bands along the walls of this chamber, which is unnervingly. Oh, okay. So I need to make a change. I'll have to do all this on the. Okay. It's unnervingly lit by a reddish glow. It's a reddish. They say reddish glow, but it's a yellow light on the map. Unnervingly lit by a reddish glow from the slowly burning flames in the shallow far pit. Oh, in the centre of the room, which isn't showing up. This is really weird. The map doesn't match the descriptions. Anyway, an immense iron cauldron emblazoned. Okay, so let's get this right. Sorry. So this light is meant to be in the middle of the room, and then there is another light, which should be a lantern. There. That lantern should flicker because the lantern should be of that colour. There we go. How does that look? There you go. That gets you the right effect. Got that lovely colour thing there. Okay. Okay. So, right, where are we? An immense iron cauldron. Its sides emblazoned with etchings of a seven-pointed star. Stands above the flames. Smoke rises from the cauldron's unseen bubbling contents, and a halo of human bones and scraps of what might be dried flesh lies scattered around the cauldron's three-pronged base. It's a 12-foot tall cauldron.
Ooh.
Okay. Now this gets interesting. I think there's a broken link there. So I found a broken link. So I need to find out Well, actually, I might leave you there just before you get into the room because I think I've got some bugs. It's a good place to leave it. As you
Yeah, I was going to say, Gelson might want to check this out, because what happens if I go in the room and the bottom of the cauldron falls out and it boils me?
Good point, that.
Dwarf soup.
Yeah,
It's kind of like stone soup, but it actually has meat in it.
I think we shall call it there. Having noticed the time, it's a good point to leave it before you get into that room, and because I've got the looks like I've got a shortcut set up that isn't pointing to anything, so I need to work out what's broken and hopefully fix it in time for next week. So I think that's a very good place.
And if you before we remind me that I have this scarab of Golumbane. So I get to ignore 4 points of his armor if he has any.
That's rather nice.
Yeah, I picked that up a while ago. I can't remember where.
Book 4. I'm looking for. I'm just trying to see if there's a. Well, I'm just going to see if there is a broken link while I'm here. We're in the ancient library. The cauldron. Cauldron. Yes, it is meant to link me to a magic item. So the link's broken. So I will have to sort that out for next time. So that I think is a good place to leave it because it looks like I found a few bugs down here that I need to fix. That's quite unpleasant, yes. Yeah, they definitely needed to have a link into it. Okay, well, we shall leave it there. Thank you much, one and all. And well, what's up? I think looking at the dates. I think we got Deadlands on Sunday.
I believe we do. Yes.
Yes, we do because we didn't have it this past Sunday. And when are we having another Saturday again?
Probably next Saturday, the 22nd.
You were going to do the Dark Times and Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Saturday's the 21st, not the 22nd.
21st is what I meant. Sorry. Yeah.
We're driving back from my brother's wedding that day. We'll be playing next Tuesday from a hotel room, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I seem to have lost quite a few of my Interesting. It's not showing up my showing up my games. I seem to have lost quite a few of my old campaigns. Yeah, 15th we are playing. So I've lost my Dark Times. I've got all the character sheets, but I can't face keying them all back in at the moment. So I'm not sure I need to check. Well, I've got lots of real life stuff. We're still trying to sort out, like finish getting the new bathroom bits ordered before the workmen turn up. So hopefully, I'm hoping the 21st will be available. I will know soon. But in the meantime, we've got Deadlands on Tuesday and more Pathfinder. Sorry, Deadlands on Sunday and more Pathfinder on Tuesday. So I'll see you guys respectively there.
Good night, folks.
Good night. Yeah, no, I was thinking about running a Dave Middleton game this evening, but I noticed you were already off playing one that clashed, so I couldn't see the point. Anyway, we shall leave it there.